Hello and welcome back, everybody. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Make sure you do drop a like on the stream straight away. Let's get that going. I need to change my background. Why has it not come on? There we go. There we go. We're in business now. Do make sure, you drop a like on the stream. Subscribe if you aren't. And make sure you drop our good friend with Crypto a follow on both platforms, as well as links in the description. I'll introduce him now. He's back on with me. But yeah, big thank you and a big good afternoon to you all for joining me yet again. But yes, how we doing, mate? You're all unmuted.
Hi there. How you doing? Right. Good afternoon, everyone. Yeah, I'm happy to be here. Happy to be here on a greenish day as well. So that's something we can talk about.
Greenish.
Yeah.
It's more green than yesterday. More green than yesterday, isn't it?
It's just been so miserable, hasn't it? It's like, I mean, it's ridiculous. Like I always say, it's we're over 90K, which is incredible. But everyone's so miserable about it all, and yeah, it'd just be nice to see something, wouldn't it? It'd be nice to see a bit of movement upwards as well as downwards.
Yes, that's right, mate. That's right. For sure. We've got Reggie Man in the chat. Yes, mate. How we doing? We've got Justin. Yes. Can't wait for Justin to be back on the stream on Monday as well. Back to the Mondays next week. We've got Kay in the chat. How we doing, mate? Great to see you. We've got the Gold Sniper. We've got Scotty. Stonksy Bot is here. The Stonksy Bot is coming this week, yeah. You should have the info to join the Discord, Scotty. I replied to your email before. So do check that out. We've got Kay saying that I'm looking gangster. Yes. There we go. We've got Brucey Bruce. Hello, Brucey. Stonksy Bot is live. It is going live this week, yeah. I believe. I think today. The dev was aiming for, but definitely this week. Don't speak too soon. We got Steve-O saying, howdy, boys. Hello, mate. Afternoon. Again, a couple of afternoons. Is SWC a West Country lad?
Interesting question.
You're a West Country lad?
Yeah, that's what the SW.
What does that mean?
It's Southwest Crypto, that is. No, it's.
Oh yeah. Okay.
I suppose that's like Somerset and all that, isn't it? That's the sort of area that I live in at the moment. Yeah, I'm not from there. I'm from the Midlands, but I've actually lived. I lived a third of my life in France, so that's true as well.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we established, didn't we, Stoke last time? The big up the Stoke.
Yeah, it's a good place to leave.
Yeah. Oh well, I can't comment. But yeah, big up the Stoke, big up the Southwest County or West County, whatever it is.
Country.
We've got someone saying bullish on Chippy. That's a ticker I've not heard in a while. But yes. So how are you doing, mate? Obviously, you was on last week. How's my connection today, by the way?
It's not brilliant, to be honest.
Is it not?
Well, I assume it's you and not me, but you sort of keep cutting in and out a little bit. Yeah.
I don't know what's going on with my connection. It's really weird. Like, I used to have great internet. Well, I mean, I'm still with the same internet provider as well. So I don't know. I don't know whether I should reboot my internet or not, but I keep forgetting.
Are you anywhere near the actual router or not? Can you plug it straight in or not?
Well, the thing is, no, I can't plug it straight in, no.
Okay.
But I'm at the same spot as I've been streaming the whole time. It just seems to be like the past week or two, doesn't it?
Maybe you just need to reboot it or something.
Yeah, maybe. We got the Crypto King in the chat. We got Sammy T saying the event this Friday down in Brighton. Yes, the Chippy event is on this week. We got Spuddo. Maybe Spud could give a bit of info about the Chippy event in the chat. Because I don't know exactly where it is, but apparently it's 4 p.m. Be there, people. I'm sure Spud will put down where in Brighton. If you happen to be down in Brighton, do make sure you go and check out the Chippy event on Friday. Stonksy a blood. But yeah, big up the Chippy event.
I actually was thinking of going along to that. And to be honest, if the weather goes nice, I will. But at the moment, it's just so miserable and cold. I just don't fancy it really. I mean, it's a fair old drive from me, Brighton is, but it's doable. But I was kind of hoping that the version 2 of the site would be out by now, which I thought would make it a bit more fun. But anyway, I don't know. I still might go. You never know.
Yeah, well, do make sure that you head down if you're around Brighton, if you want to make the trip. Spud, whereabouts in Brighton is it? Whereabouts in Brighton? Let the people know in the chat whereabouts in Brighton we are. Regardless of the weather, we'll have a blast. As Sammy T is absolutely loving it, isn't he? He's absolutely loving it. Crypto King says, how many likes to go full port long on Bitcoin? Quite a few likes. You'd have to spread the word, get a few thousand in here. We'll get it. So yeah, if you do want to know, Spud, we'll get it. But I imagine it's probably been posted on the Chippy X as well. We've got Leon saying good afternoon to you. We've got Loki, good afternoon. Do make sure you drop a like, subscribe if you're new. And make sure you click them links in the description as well. Sign up to BLOFIN if you want to do any altcoin or Bitcoin trading under a non-KYC account. Do make sure you check that out. It only takes 2 minutes to sign up, or less if you're quick. Like, takes me under 60 seconds. I've got about 6 different accounts now. But yes, so mate, what have you been looking at the past week? What have you been trading, or what's catching your eye, or what's your overall feeling on the market at the moment?
Okay. Well, I was doing a few little trades with Bitcoin, and unfortunately, I've got one that I'm a little bit trapped, like sort of 20% down, which is a bit annoying because I've been trying not to let myself do that, but because I'm an idiot, I did. However, I'm looking for a reversal at some point, and I think it might be soon. Part of the reason for that is if you look at Ethereum on the 1 hour, Stonksy went green this morning at about 7 a.m. So I'm kind of expecting Bitcoin to follow suit maybe today. I'm not entirely sure though. So that's what I've been doing. I've still got that what's it called? That super microcomputer that Wiz told me about, SMCI, like a traditional stock. That's doing brilliant. I'm like up like 54% on that on a traditional stock. That's incredible. It's like a bloody crypto, isn't it? So
yeah, where is it? There it is.
SMCI, yeah. But that's doing amazing. Now I believe
that we covered as well. This was up 41% yesterday.
I know. The thing about that is, from what I can gather, is they're a bit late with getting their like financial reports together, and what they've said, they'll have them out by the 25th. Okay, which is quite soon, isn't it? Like, it's that Monday, I think, isn't it? So I'm kind of guessing what will happen with that is if they get the results out and they're good, it might go up even more. Or if they fail to hit that deadline, then it'll probably go down a bit, you know. But nevertheless, I'm like, you know, I only invested like about £1,000, and I'm sort of like 400 quid up already. No, about 500 actually.
Well, I was going to say it's up nearly another 10% pre-market. It's up. What is it? Nearly 7.5% pre-market. So it's absolutely flying.
I know, it's brilliant.
It's absolutely flying. But yeah, massive monster call by Wiz. So big up the Wiz. Wiz is going to be back on Friday, so we'll have a flick through an update on his stock picks.
Yeah.
Obviously, some of them what they've been doing.
Yeah,
this is a mega call by Wiz.
Yeah, I know. Sorry, I keep interrupting. I think there's definitely a delay between me and you, so that's why I keep talking over you. But what I was going to say was, the shows with Wiz on, they're becoming my favourite ones now because of things like this. You know, they're great because I don't know anything about traditional markets or anything like that. So that's really good to sort of, you know, listen to someone who's a bit more knowledgeable about that kind of stuff. So that's how I discovered Super Microcomputer. So brilliant. So big up Wiz. Nice.
Yeah, it is interesting, especially obviously when when the crypto market's being so boring and just consolidating, and
Yeah.
you've just got nothing really going on. It is quite interesting to look at stocks and just see, like, oh no, you can actually still make money traditionally. It doesn't have to be in a meme coin or whatever. Like, you can park your money in a stock and still make money like yourself, And I think everyone in their head as well, when it comes to stocks, is a lot of people think, don't they, like, oh well, a couple of percent move, but no, I mean, you've put that in. What was it? Was it when did it have Wiz on? It wasn't last week, was it? Was it the week before? I feel like it was the week before, the week before last, and you're up, 50% on Supermicro computer already.
Yeah, 54%, I think. Yeah. No, it's brilliant, and it was because I was trying out that trading 2-on-2 platform, and which I must admit I really like. Apart from you have to tell them everything, you have to tell them, where you live and who your mum is, and what colour your hair is. And, you have to tell them everything, which is like so weird, but I guess that's quite normal in normal finance, which makes you realise how sort of lucky we are with crypto, where you don't have to tell them nothing, do you?
Yeah, well, I mean, it is working its way in, though, isn't it? Like, every time I deposit into Coinbase now, it wants me to say where it's come from, whose wallet it was. So it is working its way in. I do imagine eventually that'll be just the norm, unless obviously you're in a region where they're just really not bothered. But yeah, every time I deposit into Coinbase now, it's where did this come from? Wallet or another exchange? Whose wallet is it? So you have to say that on pretty much every single deposit now.
Yeah, you don't have to tell the truth though, do you? Well, you're supposed to, but
no. But I haven't yet clicked that it's not mine, so then it'd be interesting to see what it says after that. I imagine they're going to say, well, whose is it? But it doesn't really matter. We got Spud saying short on Floyd AI. I imagine, is that using that platform you was on about the other day, Spud, for shorting memes? I can't remember what it was called. Is Bitcoin green on the 1 hour yet, Dave? I'm still long from 97k, says Lee Scully. We'll have a look. Haze Man is launching soon. What do you think of Pepe? We'll have a look. Can't believe you still use Coinbase. It's way better. I've used Coinbase Raiders. I did use both, but Swissborg want me to update my info. They want me to send them more documents and stuff. And I'll be honest, I just can't be bothered. But I like Coinbase. The thing is, a lot of people say that they've had problems with Coinbase, but I've used it for about 4 years now, maybe over 4 years actually, and I've never had one single issue with them. Not once. I've never had to, since I started Coinbase, so since I signed up about 4.5 years ago, I think, something like that, I've never had to renew my documents. Swissborg have asked me about 3 different times now to renew my documents.
So what
which is quite annoying, to be honest, because now they want me to. I can't remember. I can't remember what they want from me now. But they want. I think they want proof of income or something like that. But it's like I give them this. Like, I think it was like a year ago or a year and a half ago, and now I've got money that's still pending in there. It's just an absolute annoyance. Never had that with Coinbase. So I know some people have had some trouble with Coinbase, but personally, I've never had an issue with them. I seem to be having more issues with Swissborg at the moment. But yeah, I'll get sorted back on Swissborg. I like Swissborg. Swissborg's great. It's just, the whole document thing I find a real annoyance, to be honest.
I mean, they are massively correct on the compliance thing, because they don't want to get, well, basically they don't want.
Oh yeah.
They don't want to get fined or banned or whatever. And like even when the UK tightened up a lot, they temporarily withdrew UK users for a little while and stopped them doing stuff, and they just said, hang on, we'll sort this out, and it took them about 2 or 3 weeks, and then it's like, okay, we've sorted it now, and they put it all back, but what they did then, which is probably the bit you remember, is you had to do a little quiz, didn't you? Sort of like it was a quiz with like obvious answers, but do you understand how risky crypto is, and yes or no, that sort of thing. They did a little quiz, but I don't think I ever had to send them any kind of major documents. I'm sure I didn't. I mean, I I've certainly never proved my income because I can't even prove it myself.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I wouldn't know where to start really with like documents and stuff, because I haven't had a proper job for years,
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I'm not too sure why, but I'm sure I'll get it sorted. Crypto Bro says, yo, let's go. If a stock pick does over 50% increase, how likely is it to do another 50% again? Maybe time to take profit. Are you thinking about taking profit on that stock pick, mate? Or
I think what I might do is I might set a stop loss. I forgot what it's at now. It's hang on, it's what's it, 50 something now, isn't it? Hang on. Can't find it. Where is it? Because I was originally looking at like $50 to take profit, and then I did my usual thing of just getting greedy and thinking like, no, it might go a bit higher. Okay, so it's at $55 now. So I think what I might do is I might set a stop loss at 50, but I'm going to wait until around about the 25th of February because, like I say, that's when they're supposed to get their reporting out, and I think that's either going to be good or bad for the price. So I think that's when I'll do that. But the thing about normal stocks and shares and stuff is they don't move as fast as crypto. I mean, like with crypto, something like sorry, that was a little. But if something kind of fairly unrelated happens, then the price of crypto goes mad and everything follows it. But with normal stocks, it doesn't seem to sort of have that much of an effect, does it? Things are all a bit softer. That was BTC going green on the 3 minute, by the way, just for your information.
Oh, was it? Let's have a look. Yeah. Oh, we got on a 1 hour. We got a change on the 1 hour yet? No, we're still red on the 1 hour. But I suppose for those of you that like your patterns, you maybe see this as an inverse head and shoulders, maybe.
Oh yeah.
Maybe. Maybe, I don't know. If you like your patterns,
well, actually,
there you go. Maybe. I'm too into my patterns personally, but
I know it always looks. Yeah, anyway, always looks like something else, that inverted head and shoulders.
Yeah,
so
couldn't you?
Yeah, I did have a level marked on my chart. It's been there for the past week or so, which is one of those Block Pro levels. Block Pro from the CSE Plus. He had a level marked at 94,657, which seemed crazy when we were back up at like 98 or so. And that is indeed what it did dip down to, and a bit lower yesterday. So I'm actually wondering if that was a local bottom yesterday, or if we're going to go as low as we did on the 3rd of February. I think that's a possibility as well. So I forgot where that was. That was how low did we go on the 3rd? I can't remember now. Near 90.
I think it was down to like 88K or something. Oh no, sorry, that was the last time. I think it was was it 91K, something like that?
Yeah, 91. Yeah.
We've got Mike Munn saying, "Hey from sunny Cornwall, missed you over the last few days. Looks like I've missed absolutely nothing. Lol. The market has done nothing yet." I was back to streaming yesterday, and surprise, the few days that I'd not streamed for, the market was in exactly the same places before I went. So it looks like we've all missed absolutely nothing. However, we did get a nice bit of volatility yesterday, obviously crashing down, and then we pumped back up so far. So yeah, overall, not bad if you've took some positions in either direction. But if we go and have a look at the daily chart, we can. Go on, mate.
No, I was just saying, like yesterday, I'd sort of gone out for lunch like I do normally on Tuesdays, and I just caught the end of your show on the way back, and it's just as New York was opening, and I think the general vote on your poll. Oh, we should do one of them, by the way. The general vote on your poll was to go up, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And I think you were saying, I think we're going to have a rise for the rest of the day, And then the first thing it did was like dump loads, wasn't it? But then it went up though, so you were right, but you were just a bit early.
Yeah.
Anyway,
typically the case. We've got someone saying, "Can you give an entry on SMCI stock, please?" You've missed it, mate. Unfortunately,
yeah.
It's already up like 50%. So you've missed the boat, unfortunately, for that trade. Anyway, I think you're locking in profits, aren't you, mate? So, I mean, if you want to go and have a look at the chart, Cyprian, and look at potential entries yourself, but say with crypto has already netted a 50% move on it.
Yeah, I'd probably say watch on Friday. Watch the show when the Wizard of Oz is on, and quiz him about it. But I think the probably thing to do is to wait until February the 25th and then see what happens with the results from it. Because the company's brilliant. I mean, what the company do is they supply the computing hardware for anybody who's doing AI, and if you ask ChatGPT what supermicro computers do, ChatGPT actually says it's probably the hardware that allows me to exist. So
Yeah.
So basically, anyone using AI, they're probably using supermicro computer stuff. So the actual, the fundamentals of the company are brilliant, and because it's involved with all the AI stuff, so it should be great. The only problem they got at the moment is they relate with this reporting of the results, and that made the price crash loads because it was a lot higher. In fact, which is why Wiz got into it, I think, because the price is now at $55. I'm sort of looking here, and it was as high as 117. So, it is feasible. It could go back there. I mean, maybe Cyprian, if you want to if you want to dollar cost average into it, it might be worth buying a little bit now. If it comes down a bit on the 25th, buy a little bit more and keep it for the long time. I'm only trading it spot. I'm only buying it spot. I'm not doing leverage or anything like that.
Yeah, we got Lee saying markets open. No, so it was Monday, the bank holiday, Lee. Monday was a holiday. Markets was open yesterday.
Yeah.
We got 41 AI. You did say that, mate. You did. Well done. But yeah, do make sure you drop a like, subscribe if you're new, or if you're watching over on X, make sure you do drop the Stonksy page a follow. Entering into some earnings is very much a gamble, so would wait. Could still go to $75 in the short term, potentially. It's all if, buts, and maybes in it. But yeah, there we go. So what do you think happens with this, mate? Obviously, we've got this impending breakout on ETH coming, haven't we? We've got real compression in the price here.
Well, ETH is green on the 1 hour Stonksy, so while it's green, I'm favouring the upside.
Yeah.
And to me, it looks like, given the choice, I would go up rather than down.
I think we do get the breakout to the upside on this. Let's go and have a look at the liquidity on ETH. Let's see where we're looking at. I'm guessing. I mean, I imagine there'll be a decent amount above here and then above here. But really, the test is this: we want to get above 3,100 for a daily close, if we can. That's what we want to do. But I do favour breaking out of this symmetrical triangle. To the upside, let's go and have a look. We'll cover Bitcoin first on the liquidity heat map.
Yeah.
So obviously to the downside, we've got lots of liquidity to the downside there on the 24-hour. This is obviously where we bottomed out yesterday. Go and have a look at the 3-day. So there's plenty there. So we're up to $97,161. There is lots of liquidity. So if we go and have a look at that on the chart, that would be just above here. So pretty much above this wick here. Above this wick is liquidity. So pretty much here.
Yeah.
That's where the liquidity is on a 3-day time frame. If we go and have a look, say let's pick the 2 week. What are we looking at? 2 week all the way up to pretty much 99. So above, as you can see, high, little bit of a high there, and then another high pretty much on the same par. So big liquidity up at 99, and then yeah, we've looked. I doubt there's been much change on the monthly, but we're looking at it. As we can see, to be fair, actually yesterday we took a decent amount of liquidity there on the monthly time frame when we dipped down towards 93.5. To the upside, nice chunk just below 101,000, and then obviously lots towards the all-time high. But yeah, that was a nice clearance that on the monthly time frame yesterday.
Yeah,
down there.
I think that was due to happen, wasn't it?
It was due to what?
That was definitely due to happen. I think that was.
Yeah.
That was to be expected. Is that just a free account you use on CoinGlass, or is that a paid one?
Free account. Yeah.
Quite cool, isn't
it? On ETH on the monthly time frame, that is a big old chunk there at 3,500. Big old chunk. Massive amounts of liquidity there. Let's make our way backwards on ETH. So we've done the monthly. Let's have a look at the 2 week. 2 week, obviously we've cleared out both sides a little bit. More to the upside in terms of next direction. There's a bit of a void here. Some decently amounts building towards above 2,800 towards 3K. Then if we go and have a look at the 3 day, let's see what we're doing. But that, again, decent amount built from yesterday. But there is still some to the upside. But that monthly one is very interesting. I kind of like the look of that monthly cluster on liquidity there on ETH. In terms of, maybe looking at the next couple of weeks for where the price might be attracted to. That seems like a given that'll get taken at some point.
Yeah. What level's that
at? Pretty much 3,500.
Okay.
So pretty much, above these highs here. Above these highs, above this high as well. But first, we need to break out to the upside, and then we need to recapture this zone as well. So plenty of work to do on ETH, but yeah, there is lovely chunks of liquidity to the upside. We've got Jalapeno saying, yo, mate, how we doing? Do make sure you drop a like and subscribe to the channel. Long liquidations at 93. Lots of people have too much leverage here. Haven't learned their lesson. Says 41 AI. But yeah, I mean, in terms of what we're looking at Bitcoin, nothing really too much. Is there? Like we've come back into the same consolidation after dropping a little bit out yesterday.
Yeah.
Really, we want to see it break above 98.5, 99 is what we want.
Yeah, that'd be lovely. I mean, I just want to see Stonksy go green on the 1 hour for Bitcoin, which I think I don't know. It seems like it's due to do that, isn't it? It's been red for a long time now, so it doesn't always mean it's going to go green, but it will do eventually. But yeah, so there's that.
I'm going to be putting a poll in the chat. Do make sure you vote up or down on US Open. So this will be for the first 30 minutes. So the first 30 minutes on US Open, are we going up or down? Let me know in the poll now. That is there for you to vote. What do you think, mate? What's your gut telling you?
I don't know. I'm tempted to ask you then do the opposite.
I think really it depends on what sort of day we get on the stock market. I think.
Oh, have we got any news? There's something.
No, there's FOMC minutes. I don't know whether it's this afternoon or tonight. I can't remember the release time of them. But again, it's nothing major because that's the old data in it. It's what they discussed last month.
Yeah.
Nothing major. They'll pick a few headlines from it, but nothing really that we need to be concerned about. Really, it's what we're going to get on this. Obviously, we made Did we make some new highs yesterday? No, did we? Yeah, we did. on good old SPX. But yeah, it depends if we get another flush out on this or not. It's not looking too good pre-market, is it? We've gone to the downside last few candles.
Yeah. I know with
yeah.
Bitcoin. Sorry. I know with Bitcoin, a lot of people have been, giving like 95k as a sort of level to stay above. And even though we dipped down below it yesterday, didn't actually close a daily candle below 95. So I still think that's quite bullish. I think I'm going to vote for up.
I think we got.
There you go. So I voted for up, which was 67% of the vote so far. Now, generally everyone's wrongs, aren't they? So
yeah, pretty much. I think everyone was. Everyone was, well, not everyone, but most. I think we voted up, didn't we? Yesterday.
Yeah.
And we went down. Justin is saying down. He's fed up with this range. Yeah, I mean, this range in itself is, this range in itself is bad enough, but I mean, this range that we've got at the moment, that is horrendous, isn't it? I mean, this, this following this, we got about 2 weeks of decent trending in price, and then straight back to range trading. It's absolutely just boring, isn't it? But this is horrendous. This specific part of this range is horrendous. So yeah, let's see. We got Loki saying news often follows the market, just accelerates price. Yeah, it just makes it quicker, doesn't it? It just rips the band-aid off pretty much. Trump is speaking now. Oh, is he? I doubt he's going to say anything that will help us out. Hopium Paul says, Math, does that mean that you are voting downwards, Math, or up? Let me know. I need a drink, so let me get a quick drink.
Okay.
But yeah, it's interesting, isn't it? It's interesting. What do you think about Solana? What's your thoughts on Solana? Do you think it's going lower, or do you think the FUD and the fear has sort of maxed out on it?
Okay. I think the only problem with Solana is the fact that, for some reason it's just become, the coin of memes, hasn't it? And everyone's using it for like memes. And because we've had that Trump and Melania and the Hawk tour, what else was there? That Libra the other day.
Yeah.
Was Libra on Solana? It was, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think because we've had all.
It was, and then we had. Yeah, go on, mate. Sorry.
I think because we've had all those, just absolute shit coins just coming out on Solana. Everyone's just associating Solana with that, and I think the sentiment's bad in Solana.
Yeah.
I mean, but I don't know. I think that's the only reason for it. The only reason it's down, but it is down quite a lot, isn't it? But there again, it did pump quite a lot, a few months ago. So again, I think it's at a sort of local-ish bottom. I don't think we'll go much lower, to be honest. But I don't know. I'm buying the odd bit, to be honest, here and there.
Yeah. We've got Justin saying Trump isn't speaking now. He's watching Dave's stream, obviously.
That's good to know. So if you're there, Mr. Trump, do put a like on the stream.
Solana 11.2 million unlock on. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Honestly, I'm telling you now, this Solana unlock does not matter whatsoever. I'm telling you now, the 1st of March will come around and you'll see no effect on the price. It's all happening beforehand.
So what's that?
A lot of that Solana was bought up by. There's a massive unlock of Solana coming in the next couple of weeks. Quite a considerable amount, but in my opinion, it really honestly doesn't matter at all. In my opinion, it won't be sold. So we'll see, but no normally on this, you get the scaremongering and the downside price action before the unlock, and then the unlock will come around, and everyone will be like, "Oh wait, hang on, nothing's happened," and then it'll either start going up before or obviously around the unlock.
Yeah.
But it means jack shit. It's just people just selling the Solana, thinking that it's just suddenly it's just going to tank. It was bought, from my understanding, if it's the right unlock that I'm thinking of, it was bought by hedge funds and firms like Galaxy Digital, and I very much doubt they bought it for around $60 to $70, I think, a coin. I very much doubt that they're going to sell it at this point, but we'll see. But yeah, in my opinion, it's just classic fear-driven shakeout on Sol. Bullish. We got the Wizard of Stock in the chat. We got the Wizard of Stock himself. Hello, mate. SWC is very happy with you. You've made him a nice tidy profit on Supermicro Computer.
I am.
Most of it was bought by Gemini. Yeah, a lot of it was bought by Galaxy as well. And there was another one too. Honestly, it means nothing. This is all. People will sell the Solana and then nothing will happen.
I always think there is like a really weird thing at the moment. Sorry, we've definitely got a delay between us, haven't we?
It seems like it, yeah.
I think the weird thing I'm noticing at the moment is the sort of bigger the news, the less effect it has on the market, whereas like little things seem to sort of make the market go mad, you know. So, I mean, like the FTX repayments yesterday, you know, it's supposed to be like, you know, billions of dollars worth of people getting the money back, and everyone was thinking, no, it's going to do something to the market. I didn't really know what it was going to do to the market. It didn't really do anything, did it? You know, so it's almost like, you know, the bigger the news.
No, well, yeah. Yeah, that's it. The thing with the FTX claims was that a lot of it was bought by claims buyers. So, you know, they'll have bought it at like 20 cents on the dollar or 30 cents on the dollar. And that money will never go back in to the market. You know, professional claims buyers, they'll have took the profit and they'll take it. A lot of it won't go back in. A lot of it probably will as well, but a lot of it probably won't. And I think this first batch, it was up to 50k. Claims worth up to 50k, I think.
So I would assume if that was the case, then, you know, say if you were a company that buys, you know, buys the accounts or whatever, you know, your total amount is going to be worth more than 50k, isn't it? So you wouldn't have got paid yesterday, would you?
Yeah, I think there was also using. I think they was using November 2022 prices as well, wasn't they, for Bitcoin? I think.
Yeah,
I think.
Yeah, I quite liked what you were saying about that yesterday, because you were saying that that might have been beneficial for some things.
But yeah, I mean, I think if it's for altcoins, then probably it will have been, yeah. Or not really much difference. But for Bitcoin, yeah, I mean, you know, people have took like an 85% hit on that, won't they?
Yeah. So off the top of your head, what would you say was the price of Ethereum in November 2022? Without looking it up.
I remember it. It was like, I think it was like 1,100, wasn't it?
Yeah, about that, about 1,500. Yeah. So, yeah, not too bad.
I remember when it crashed down. I think it went down to like 1,100. I think, didn't it? I think
it did. Yeah, it went to.
Yeah.
Well, actually.
June. Yeah, that's all. I mean, another interesting one is Sui. Sui's at an interesting point. You know, obviously found support down here. Now it could come down and fill in this wick, and you know, potentially do something like that. So Sui's one interesting, but at the moment, you know, if you're looking to trade a range, here's your range on Sui. So an interesting one to to trade out if you're looking for a bit of stability on a coin at the moment. Sui, clear support to resistance range.
So what you're going down to about 2.92, is it? Something like that.
Yeah, around 2.92. Yeah. So you could sling that between support and resistance if you wanted to. If you're looking for something that's in a nice little range. Bullish on Wiz.
Yeah, cool.
So is it show?
Because that is the sort of thing that I really like. In fact, the best trading I ever did was. Oh, hello. Oh, that's the 3-minute background gone red again. The best trading I ever did was back in 2021, I think it was, when Bitcoin was stuck in a little range, for like a few $1,000s.
Yeah.
And I was just trading that backwards and forwards like for weeks, and I like multiplied the amount of Bitcoin I had by about 3 times. It was ridiculous. It was amazing. It was. So I am always looking for things that are genuinely stuck in a range, So yeah, that Sui one might be interesting.
But yeah, definitely, mate. Yeah, I mean, at the moment, looking decent for just slinging it between support and resistance. Cyprian says bought Sui at $1. Very nice, mate. Well done. And we got Jalapeno saying just did an OCT on Sui for 1.9. Don't think it was a bad shout. What's the vesting and cliff like on it? I mean, yeah, price wise, decent, isn't it? You can't complain with that.
1.9.
What did you get knocked off at about 40% knocked off, something like that. 3 months. Is that cliff or vesting? 20% immediate. And then is it vested? Oh, it's not bad. 20% upfront, and then 3 months. I'm guessing linear vested. Not bad, mate. Not bad. We got Wiz saying his Sui entry was 69 cents. That is good. That is good, mate. Well done. Wiz is all over the place, isn't he? With these entries.
I know. How does he
one
do
that's
it?
doing well today? Tau's doing well. I know that's how does he do it? Tau has got something coming up. I think it's got a release of subnets or something. I think I've seen. I don't keep up to date with Tau, but I've seen someone tweeting about Tau saying that they've got some. I think it's a release of subnets or something on the network. I can't remember, but there's definitely something actually going to be driving Tau in the near future. Nice little move to the upside as well. That's a lot of green 4-hour candles as well. We've got Apt moving quite decently, up 14% today. And then Sonic, those that we were talking about Sonic yesterday, got a nice little push up again, didn't it? From after yesterday's stream, someone mentioned about Sonic and pushing back up. This one went quite low, didn't it? All the way down. So nearly a 2x from the bottom around these levels. Let's not count that wick. But from towards the bottom, nearly a 2x so far on Sonic. So yeah, there we go. Formerly FTM, of course.
Right.
Our mate K strongly advised it. Yeah, he did. I remember. Wiz is a wizard for a reason. I know, that's it. Wizard of stock, wizard of alt, wizard of everything. We got someone saying SWC. What about ZPay?
Oh, ZoidPay. Okay. This is a ZoidPay is a token that comes from a bunch of people in Romania, in Bucharest, and I've been involved with them for quite a while, and they are trying to bring out this app that's going to be quite good. It's going to be like a normal sort of like crypto app, like you have with crypto.com or probably Coinbase or whatever. But the difference being is the wallet is going to be non-custodial. So you basically will.
Oh, right, okay.
So the idea is you will be able to sort of spend your crypto, and then you'll have like virtual cards and all that sort of stuff. The problem they've got is they've actually got the Android app out at the moment. It's a bit crap, to be honest. It's like a lot of the KYC things to get the card don't work. The cards keep disappearing. The virtual cards keep disappearing. It's just generally, I don't know. It doesn't look very good, to be honest. And I'm really disappointed with this because it's been going on for years now, really. So at the moment, that's looking bad. Now they are supposed to be sorting out the KYC and stuff for the Android app this week. I was told it was going to be last Monday, but that didn't happen. And unfortunately, the way everything goes with ZoidPay is everything is delayed, and the iOS app, which is like it's really disappointing that the iOS app was sent off to be approved in July last year, and they were thinking it was going to take a couple of weeks, and it's still not approved, which is incredible. I mean, I don't know if anyone else knows anything about getting apps approved with iOS, but I would have thought from July until now is too long, you know. And the problem is because they've got like plans for like marketing, all this kind of thing. They don't want to do it until they've got the iOS audience, obviously, you know. So at the moment, the token is at an all-time low. I mean, it's down so much from when I bought it, and I've got a load of it, to be honest. And it's quite depressing actually, but nevertheless, within the community, there are people who are. Oh, hello, that was the 3-minute going green. But within the community of ZoidPay people, there are probably enough people who are enthusiastic and believe in the future of it. And I don't know, the ticker is ZPAY, ZoidPay. I think if you believe the project is going to live, then I think it's probably a total bargain at the moment. The price of the token is something like $0.0002, and at one point it was over $1. The market cap of it is ridiculously small, but to me, you know, I'm hopeful because I've got a load of it, but at the same time, if it just disappeared in the next few years, it wouldn't totally surprise me either. But they are working their hardest to try and get the app live and that, but they've got this stumbling block with Apple, and Apple just don't want to improve it. Now, what they're saying is it's because Apple have never done anything like this before with like a non-custodial wallet working with like Visa cards and that kind of thing. But even now, though, they have actually got something which some other apps don't have, which is they've got IBANs. It's in euros. They've got IBANs that you can use for both sending and receiving crypto. So in theory, if you were making money from your crypto, you know, like with, you know, however you were making it by trading, or maybe you got lucky on some meme coins, whatever. But you could do that. You could put it into your ZoidPay app, and then with the IBAN, you could pay your mortgage, or pay your rent, or pay your bills, or buy a car, or whatever. You could do that. You know, totally bypassing banks altogether. Now that bit of it is really quite attractive, but they've just got to make it work, really. So yeah, that's what's happening with ZoidPay. So I would say, if you believe in it, buy a bag of it. If you've got it already, hang on to it, I reckon. Not financial advice. And if you've never heard of it, maybe look at it. But like, it's going to depend on Apple approving the iOS app. So there you go.
What network is it?
Well, that's the other thing. At the moment, and this is the reason I know about it. It's on the Elrond, the Multiverse X.
Oh, right, okay.
Now that's the reason I know about it, because obviously I was involved with that quite early on. However, there is a plan to move to another chain very soon, which I'm not allowed to mention, but it's one we've talked about already on the show today.
Okay.
So by being on that chain, that would actually attract a lot bigger audience, and I'm trying not to say too much here because I don't want to get myself in trouble. But okay, so with that chain that I can't mention, right? There's a certain wallet that is something to do with a ghost. There's a certain wallet, right, that everyone uses with that chain to do their transactions. If they want to buy a certain meme coin or whatever, they can do that with their token that comes from that chain, and they can use that wallet. Now, the idea is, if the ZoidPay wallet was used instead of that, that means it could go straight from some random shitcoin to paying your rent with it, with a Visa card, bypassing banks and everything like that. So, the idea of it is attractive, but they need to get Apple's approval to get the iOS app out. Once the app's out, I think they'll be all right. But until then, the actual sentiment within that ZoidPay community is so bad, it's incredible. But yeah. Anyway, that's my rant about ZoidPay.
What's the ticker?
ZPAY. It's the saddest chart you've ever seen in your life. It's only on KuCoin at the moment, and
it's on Mexi.
Well, Mexi as well, yeah. But the actual liquidity there is tiny. If you go out onto the weekly,
oh my god!
See what I mean?
Oh my god! Oh.
I mean, it looks like it's dead, doesn't it?
That's crazy.
If you ever saw a coin that died, then that's it. I have to admit, I bought quite a lot of it when it was at 13 cents.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and it's down to bugger all now. The only good thing is that I've been. The only good thing is I've actually been farming the stuff, like farming ZoidPay.
Yeah.
With a kind of ZoidPay eGold liquidity pool. I've been doing that for about 3 years now, so I've actually been producing more of it. So my average buy-in price isn't technically 13 cents; it's much less. So I don't feel too bad. But there is a possibility. If they get it right, it could go back to its all-time high, which would be like a dollar or $1.30 or whatever it was, which would make me very, very rich. So for that reason, I'm hanging on to it because there's nothing else I can do with it, really.
We may as well. There's literally no point in selling it, is there?
Not really. I mean, if I sold everything I've got now, I'd get about $5,000 or something, which you can't really do much with, can you? But if I hang on to it, it goes back to what it was when I bought it. That would be a substantial amount of money. If it goes back to the all-time high, I'll never have to work ever again. So I don't know. It's one of those really.
Well, the thing is, looking at the chart when we looked at it, it wouldn't take that much for even it to get like a 10x pump. Even like a 10x pump. I
honestly think if the iOS app gets approved and they actually do it well, they've got to improve stuff like the KYC for the cards and stuff because it's crap at the moment. But if they do that and they get it right, I don't know. I don't want to say anything, but I would think a 10x or even 100x is very, very possible. If it was to appear even for a week or two in the recommended financial apps in the iOS, in the what's it called, the Apple Store thing, iStore. If it was to appear there just for just a few weeks or something, and it got a load of users, and then on the chain that I can't mention, if they got if people started using that instead of the one that sounds like a ghost, then then it'd be great, and the price would go up loads. But at the moment, because it's in such a sorry state and the sentiment is so bad, that I've kind of stopped talking about it, because if I talk negatively about it, then I get I get slagged off by the devs. I also don't want to do that anyway, because I want the price of it to go up anyway, because I've got so much of it. Yeah, but I'm probably the only person who actually makes Zoid Pay videos on YouTube, I think, these days. and even I can't really make the ones I want to, because I haven't got anything good to talk about at the moment. And the good bits that I know, I can't talk about, because I'm sort of sworn to secrecy about that. So
yeah,
there you go.
yeah. Well, there we go. But yeah, a little update. I think I'd heard of it before, but I'd never looked into it. But yeah, I mean, hopefully, mate, you'll get that exit pump that you need.
Yeah.
But
Anyway.
yeah, what do you think of this? Obviously, we had Sailor come out and MSTR, another 2 billion of convertible senior notes. So pretty much you're going to be watching on the chart over the next few days for that classic micro strategy pump where it just goes like this on the hourly.
Hang on, what you're looking,
isn't it?
What you're looking at Bitcoin there?
Yeah. When they get this,
strategy announces
if they raise it, so we'll keep a lookout, because it's typically on the hourly chart. This is what it does. You get a slow grind up on the hour. So let's go to the hourly. You can normally see on the Bitcoin chart exactly where MicroStrategy is buying. You know exactly where they're buying because of the candlestick pattern. So pretty much, if they raise that and close out, and they start back, you'll see like we'll just get a slow, steady, very slow, steady grind up like this, and then they'll say that they bought, and then it'll be okay, goodbye, and then it'll just wipe out like half of the build up straight away. But yeah, I mean, the thing is with stuff like that, because of the amount that he's buying and stuff like that, it is steadily, at the moment it's not doing much, but it's steadily chipping away at the asks, isn't it? That's in this range. That's the important thing, is that the market keeps chipping away at the asks that are in this range. There's a decent amount of asks around between 98 and 99k. There's a bit of a wall there. So either that's chipped away through buying pressure or lifted. But either way, it's simple supply and demand, isn't it? We need asks to be lifted, or obviously buying pressure to push through them. But yeah, I think it's interesting that they keep wanting to buy in this range. I
don't actually know what that means.
It's going to prove decently well. So they're raising $2 billion pretty much.
From doing what?
Convertible senior notes. So I think they take on convertible senior notes. I read into it when they first started doing it. I think basically they just take on debt, and then with the senior notes mature in in a couple of years, like 2030 or 2031 or 2032, and then the people that have provided them the money get interest on that. It's to my very, very brief understanding of it. Basically, they're just acquiring more debt to buy Bitcoin.
Okay. So, I mean, all his plans are all fine as long as Bitcoin keeps going up in price.
Pretty much, yeah. But I mean, they have bought loads, haven't they, recently? Like, let's go and have a look on Google. Let's see. Because you can look at that Sailor tracker, can't we? Portfolio tracker.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I mean, if you look, it's from where they were buying. So really, it's interesting, isn't it? Because they hardly bought anything down at the bottom. What did they buy? Twice? They bought twice down at the bottom. Yeah, they bought twice down at the bottom. Then they bought again there. Then obviously they chipped away during this long range, and then bought a little bit on the way up. But they bought quite a bit, obviously, in the past range. But here they've been buying like a madman, haven't they? In this range compared to previously. They've been really putting the foot on the gas when it comes to buying in this range at the moment.
I know, but isn't that because he doesn't he sort of need the Bitcoin to get the money to buy Bitcoin, essentially?
Pretty much. I think a lot of it is weighted to the stock price. I think a lot of it is weighted to the stock price. So,
Okay.
but I mean, obviously, the more Bitcoin goes up, then that will drag MSTR up with it as well. Yeah.
Yeah.
So say like when Bitcoin breaks out to like 120k, MSTR will obviously get another gigapump.
Okay.
But they are. So they've got $46 billion in Bitcoin, and they are up 15 billion. I think, is that right? Yeah, 15 billion in unrealized profit. I think, yeah, which is very interesting. But yeah, I mean, it looks like they're going to be buying again in this range. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see what that does. But you can normally see it. Do keep an eye out on the chart if you start seeing. Let me try and see. I remember one time it was like the most obvious point of sailor buying. I can't remember when it was. I think it was this here. See, this is normally what happens, when sailors buying. This. Look for this on the chart over the next couple of days. When you start seeing this on the chart, just a very slow and steady staircase up. This is normally sailor buying. And because they got 2 billion, probably, again, something like this, maybe. Small candles, steady increase.
And then at what point does he announce it? When it's finished, yeah?
When it's finished, yeah, either probably like the same day or the day after.
And then that's when it dumps, normally.
Typically, yeah. That's typically not all the time actually though, but there was a period of time when you could consistently just short the announcement, and it would just pay off every single time, just shorting Bitcoin when they announced it. But there has been a good few times of the recent buys when it's actually not done that, and it's caught people off guard a bit. But yeah, interesting. They're carrying on buying, aren't they?
Yeah. Actually, there was a brilliant tweet by TMG the other day. It was something like, when people think something's going to happen, the opposite happens. So do the opposite, unless the opposite happens, when it'll be the opposite. It was something like that. That's the sort of game we're playing, isn't it?
Yeah, pretty much. Just do the thing that's going to be right. It's pretty much is like that. Just do the right thing. We've got Paul Kovsky saying, "What do you think is the best crypto debit card for UK users?" I think the Ledger card is good. I think I keep meaning to try out ZigPay, the Zig card. I've not tried that out yet, but I keep meaning to try the Zig card out. What do you think, mate? What is the best crypto debit card?
Well, I actually use the crypto.com one, but I use that because I was able to lock up a load of CRO back in 2020 when you only had to lock up like $3,000 worth of CRO to get like the second to best debit card, which gets you 3% cash back. So that's what I use now. But to get that now, you'd have to lock up like $30,000 worth of CRO, which I don't think anybody wants to do at the moment. So the alternative. If you're in the UK, I'm always looking for things that have that are actually based in GBP. So Uphold is one that works, although they don't give you cash back anymore, and it's very sort of XRP based as well. But Uphold is good, and the other one I use. Well, to be honest, the other one no, I don't really. I was going to say I use the Bybit one, but I only use the Bybit virtual card if I'm doing stuff in dollars. For believe it or not, because I'm going to go to Spain in the summer, I'm actually slowly putting some euros on my Tap Global card. Oops, on my Tap Global card.
Really?
Yeah. Well, I thought I'd try it out, and to be honest, when the price was crashing on February the 3rd, on the actual app, I had about $400 worth of XTP there, and I thought I'm actually going to, upgrade to like the first paid card, so the one that's about you have to lock about $300 worth of XTP. So I thought I'll do that. At least I'll get I think you get 1% cash back or something. I thought I'll do that because when I go to Spain, at least I'll get some cash back. Because otherwise, I just use my my TransferWise cards, which is okay, but you don't get any cash back. So so I didn't answer the question properly, did I? So crypto.com, if you've got it. If you haven't, it's probably not worth it. Uphold works, and probably the ones Dave said.
We got Wiz, obviously said Ledger Live, but also Bit Refill, gift cards, and prepaid debit cards.
Okay.
There's not UIC, or it doesn't link to IBAN. So that is Bit Refill gift. They do gift cards and prepaid debit cards.
Okay.
You don't have to KYC or link it to IBAN. And I remember you telling me, Wiz, you're paying crypto for that, don't you? So nice and easy. But yeah, personally, I don't actually use any crypto debit cards anymore. I used to use Plutus all the time. And then stopped using Plutus. Used to use the crypto.com one, like Saber Crypto does. I haven't used that in a while. Used to use the Coinbase one as well, because that was nice. You didn't get cash back on the Coinbase one, no. You could just spend your holdings, but still it was good for spending stables. I do want to try the Zig card though. I keep meaning to do it, and I haven't done it yet.
Does that?
So yeah, I haven't tried the Zig card. I do want to try the Zig card.
What's
mate? What is it?
Oh no, the Zig card is that so what do you do with that? You can load it with crypto and fiat as well, can you?
Yeah. Well, so far as I know, you load it with crypto. It's Zig chain. It's their card. I've not tried it, but I've seen a lot of people say that it's good. So I want to try it out. But I keep meaning to do it, and I just never get around to it.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I mean, to be honest.
Good.
Sorry.
No, go on.
I mean, to be honest, at the moment, nobody actually wants to really spend their crypto, do they? Because you think it's going to go up a bit more. So there's that as well. The one thing I do with my crypto.com card though is if I see the CRO price go down one day, and I've got a big purchase to do, I'll do it on that day. So I get more CRO back when it's cheap. So that's the thing you can do if you're getting crypto cash back, then do it on the day when that crypto's cheap. If you've got any big purchases to do. Sorry, these are these getting on your nerves? These notifications.
No, to be honest, I can hardly hear them. I hear them come through, but only very faintly. So no, it's fine.
So
don't worry at all.
Okay. I quite like the one that's it's called Sexy, and it sort of goes.
Oh yeah, is that right? Okay.
It sounds more like sexy from like a Carry On film,
Yeah.
Anyway, but that was saying the 3 minute. I keep looking at the 3 minute on Stonksy on Bitcoin because I don't know. I think it's going to do something, but
it's an interesting one for you, mate. The 30-minute is now closing out the red zone.
Okay.
We went into the red at 97,250-ish. Obviously, caught all the move down, but now we're like completely finishing this red background now. As long as it doesn't change in the next 1.5 minutes. We've got Wiz also saying heard good things about Tangam. Yeah, so plenty of debit card picks, but I am going to do the Zig card one, and I'll let everyone know when I get round to it. My experience with it, unless anyone else has got one that they want to, if they've got Zig card, let us know in the chat. Do make sure you drop a like, subscribe though, and do make sure you check them links in the description to find Saber Crypto's YouTube and X account as well. Do make sure you go and give them a follow on both. Them links are in the description. Go and subscribe to his YouTube and follow him on
do you want me to just
or X, whatever you want to call it.
Sorry. Do Do you want to just show you something I'm looking at on Bitcoin?
Yeah, go on, put your screen up, mate. That'd be great.
Okay, I'll do that. Present, share screen.
We've got 62% of people thinking that we go up on US Open as well.
We're screwed then.
Yeah. There we go. I tell you what, do you want to go through that while I go to the toilet quick?
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
And then I'll come back. You can keep the chat entertained.
Yeah.
I won't be.
Right. What should we do while he's away? Look, I'll just get rid of. I'll get rid of that because I don't need that. Right. So a few things I've been looking at here. Okay. This is Bitcoin USD on the 1 hour chart. Well, first of all, that level we came down to yesterday. Yeah. Oops. Okay. That level came down yesterday. I mean, there is this kind of trend line there, I suppose, that might have been relevant. Also, I know Dave doesn't like his patterns, but there is some sort of falling wedge type thing here. Something like that, which is a bullish pattern as well. This line here that says BP, that was a line that Block Pro, who's one of the traders, well, he's a really excellent trader who has his own section in CSE Plus, Crypto Saving Expert Plus. I really like his TA. It's brilliant. The idea was that he expected the price to come back to that level there from the 10th of February. And indeed it did yesterday, didn't it? And it came down a bit further and went back up. So at the moment, we're in this down trending, descending wedge, which is normally a bullish thing. You break out, I think there's like a 67% chance of it breaking up rather than down. So there's that. Stonksy is, of course, still red, so we know that. Now, I often use these moving averages. These are exponential moving averages, EMAs. If you want to know how to set these up for free, if you look at any of my recent videos on my channel, you'll see at the end of it there's like 3 videos linked, and there's always one called "How to Set Up These EMAs," which is what I'm talking about here. It's a free indicator. I basically use one indicator. It's this one here, and there's various ways I set it up to show the 5, 9, 21 and 55 EMAs. Okay, so that's what it is. Now, the thing is when the yellow and green cross, so the yellow is above the green, that's normally quite a bullish sign. So you can see, for example, that happened here on the 14th of February, and the price went up quite significantly. Price did it here, and the price went up quite a bit there. And if we go back a long way, you'll see some bigger ones, like, for example, this one here, where they crossed there. All right, it was a bit late, but then the price went up to over 100,000. So at the moment, we've got this hourly candle that we've just started. The time now is 3 minutes past 2 UTC. So we're half an hour before New York Open, and these look to me like they could cross any minute. Okay. Now, what you want to see with these, you want to see the lines in the order of like red, cyan, yellow, green going that way. At the moment, we've got red, cyan, green, yellow. So if this yellow crosses over the green in the next hour or so, I think the price will go up. Now, I've got this red line drawn here that I can't remember why I did. I think that's another Block Pro level. So we might have some resistance there. I think that might have been because of the trading action there. Let's just put on the VRVP, see what that says. Okay, so yeah, so looking at this, should probably move reasonably quickly to about there, I would think, sort of 96.9, 97k. And then if we get through that, we should go up to 97.5. Beyond that, there might be a bit of resistance when we hit the top of this green line here. But if we can break through that, then there are these other levels. Sorry, I always forget. Right, if we break through that, then there are these other levels up here that were outlined by Block Pro as well, that he was looking at for upper targets and resistances as well at 99.7k and 101.38. So that's what I'm looking at. So I'm basically waiting for Stonksy to go green, if possible. If not, I'm waiting for this yellow 21 EMA to cross this green 55 EMA. And I think that will do it in the next hour or so. Now, there is always a chance it won't do that, or it might do something like what it did here, whereas it crossed and then quickly came back. Even so, if that happens, it's possible we could break through this green line here, and then we'll see some more upwards movement. That's what I'm thinking at the moment. I'd love to know what you guys think. Let's have a quick look in the comments. Okay, so Justin's saying we're below the daily put of control, so I'm keeping my eye, not my view of down at New York Open. Yeah, Justin's probably right. So, so the fact that we're all thinking it will go up, Justin's probably right. 95k at New York Open to keep an eye on. Asia session low. Okay. So yeah, so I've just been rabbiting on about my moving averages and stuff like that, Dave.
Oh yes.
See what I was looking at here. Just to fill you in. There's basically this yellow 21 EMA crossing the screen 55 EMA, which when that normally happens, it's normally quite a bullish sign. So so that's what I'm looking at there. However, Justin thinks that won't happen. So yeah, I don't know. But I'm also looking at this. I know you don't like your patterns much, but there's a kind of descending triangle here that it does have a 60%, 67% chance of breaking out to the upside, I suppose. So
yeah.
So it will either be something like that, or it will just stay in the pattern and then maybe do that later, I reckon, or something completely different.
Yeah. Well, it wouldn't surprise me. But oh yeah, Justin 95k. Yeah. Yeah, it wouldn't. I mean, this chop is really bad, isn't it? This chop is really bad. But thank you for keeping the chat entertained. To be fair, that is the first time I've actually had to go in and lay one out on stream. Each time said I'm going to the toilet, and everyone, I've gone for a shite. I actually haven't, but that time, I'll be honest, I did. I couldn't resist.
I did wonder if you'd gone large, actually.
Yeah, I couldn't. I couldn't hold it until after the stream. We've got Scotty saying, "What's the volume like?" I imagine it's probably very low. I imagine volume's really, really low at the moment. Big Ad says, "Now then, Dave, I've caught a lovely trade on Tau. Looks like it's broken a long-term 4-hourly downtrend too." Yeah, we looked at Tau before, actually. We looked at Tau before. Laid a big brown candle. Pedissa says, "FS Dave." And I'm sorry. I thought I'd just share with you guys. Seeing as it's normally Jordan, isn't it? That's always in the chat saying I've gone for a shite. But yeah, while he's not here, I actually did. Pedissa doesn't seem to like that. Pedissa seems a bit revolted. Revolted? No, repulsed. That's the word. A bit repulsed by my honesty.
Yeah.
Too much information, says Kaz. I hope no one's eating the dinner. That's all I can say. But yeah, Tau, again, yeah, it looks like, let me tell you what it was about Tau. I'll tell you what it was that I saw. Hang on. About something to do with the network. What is it now?
Is this called something like
Let's see. But yeah, I mean, it's had a. Has it got what, mate?
What's it called? I know it's called Tau, but is it something like bit tensor or something? Or
Bit tensor, yeah.
What do you know what it is?
It's AI. It's
all right.
Centralized AI network. I can't find it.
That's actually. That's been long on Stonksy since last night. Yeah.
Yes. But yeah, I can't. There is something going on with it. I can't remember. I can't remember what it is, and I can't seem to find it. But there is something going on with the network, so maybe that gives it a little bit of a narrative push.
Okay. Well, looking at these green hourlies that it's had in the past on Stonksy, they're all pretty damn good actually. So
yeah.
I mean, you missed the entry a little bit, but that was 369. Currently at 418. Yeah, it might have a bit more up in it. I mean, without knowing what it is. Obviously, I wouldn't normally jump into something that's 11% up anyway, but yeah, I would say that looks quite healthy. Whatever it is.
I think it's added a decent push up from the lows that it put in on the high time frame anyway, and I think it's about, I can't remember where it topped out at. Is it like a 2x or something? We got Siam Kid is a big Tau holder. I think it's got a good future. High, low, then broke. Very good, mate. Well, hopefully you're printing ads. That's the main thing, isn't it?
Yeah. Nice.
At least OM is in a bull market. It says position OM. Yeah, I mean, where is OM? What's OM doing today?
Yeah, I am actually in a little OM trade actually. So it's not a big one.
Are you?
Yeah.
Oh, you devil.
Yeah. Actually, let me just have a look at it. It's one of those when sorry.
No, go on, mate. Go on. You go first.
It's one of those when everything was down yesterday, and I was looking in my BitGet account to see what I had lying around, and I had a bit of USDT, and I was thinking, oh, okay, I'll look for something. I think OM had just gone green on the 1 hour Stonksy, so I went for it, and can't see it. Hang on. I think it was all right actually. Hang on.
It's an absolute beast, isn't it? It's an absolute beast. We got Scotty saying, you two going to give Stonksy Bot a go on day one of release? Yes, of course. Yeah. We'll be in it. And yeah, everyone who gave me the details, I will be in it as well.
Yeah, actually, I'm
looking forward to it.
I need to send you my things for my new account.
Yeah.
Which might be a good opportunity to plug your
for those of you that I was going to say, for those of you that don't know, we will be releasing the Stonksy bot this week. So yeah, users will have trades open and closed for them on behalf of Stonksy. So when you do sign up to Stonksy, you get full indicator access to the Discord, and access to obviously this latest trading bot. So you can find that in the description, second link, if you want to sign up to Stonksy. And where we will be doing this Stonksy trading bot, we'll be doing it on BLOFIN, the best non-KYC exchange. So that's the first link in the description. Do make sure you click it. I've put it in the chat as well. Sign up to BLOFIN, best non-KYC exchange out there.
Were we talking about OP
And there
or
it
OM?
is. And when you sign up, obviously with the OM.
Oh, okay. No, it was OP I was in.
Oh, is it OP you was long in?
Yeah, it's not as good actually. 7% up. Yeah.
Still decent though.
Yeah.
Still decent. Yeah, have you closed the trade or is it still open?
No, it's still open actually. It's still open actually. It's one of these ones where I'm just waiting for Stonksy to go. You know, I'm in profit already, and I'm waiting for Stonksy to go green. And then when it's in green, I'll probably put a stop loss at break even, and then just leave it for a bit and see what happens. Because you never know with these things, do you?
Just chill out.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. Well, I mean, we'll see which way the market's going. We've got 15 minutes until US Open, so exciting times. Do make sure you destroy the like button and subscribe and follow if you haven't already. But yeah, I'm looking forward to Stonksy Bot. Long time coming. Obviously, a lot of hard work has gone into it as well. So yeah, should be great. Highly anticipated by the users as well. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to it.
Do you know how it's going to work or not?
What's this? Yeah, so it's going to run via copy trading. So we've connected the bot to BLOFIN. Then we'll be running it via copy trade. So all Stonksy users will be able to follow it, but we'll have it locked. So
okay,
it'll only be Stonksy users able to follow it, and then it'll obviously then run via the copy trade. So then it'll open and close trades for everyone automatically.
Okay.
Should be lots of fun.
Okay. I think it's going to be. I remember Jordan saying it's going to be on the. What do you say now? The 1 hour and 1 day time frame, isn't it? I think, or initially on the 1 day time frame. So I don't think it's going to be like lots of trades happening. It'd be like slow and steady, isn't it? Isn't that the idea?
No, I don't think it's running on the 1 day. I don't think. No, I can't remember. It's SMFC. You know, in the Discord, he's obviously the guy within the Stonksy team that is the dev and has come up with obviously the strategies as well. So he'll be, and what I'll do, when the trading bot is fully live, I'll just get it on stream and he can tell everyone about it. Which should be fun. We're saying GNO want to keep on a list. Let's pull up GNO, mate. I believe that is GNO USDT. I don't know what it's on. There it is. GNO.
Do you reckon that's okay?
I don't know what it is. Oh wow, that's had a giga pump, hasn't it? Giga pump.
Yeah, when was that? That was that's today.
Yeah, early this morning.
that was a crack.
How high did that wick go?
That went to 286, 288. So that was from where we are. That's like 50 odd percent. Jesus. Okay.
Decent, very, very big 1 hour pump. Dave, what are you thinking? New York Open. I am thinking we probably let's go and have a look at see where the liquidity is. That's ETH. Let's have a look at the heat map.
Do you want to grab your screen back?
Got a decent bit at 94.5. Yeah, can do, mate. Yeah.
Okay.
Decent bit at 94.5. I don't think we go back down. I don't think we go back down to 93. And there is something upside. I think we probably do something like this, maybe. I think we probably do something like this. This might play out today, or maybe today into tomorrow, maybe. But maybe something like this, I would imagine. If we go down at first, the thing that's worrying me is SPX. It's looking like maybe we're going to get a deeper retrace on that.
Right.
It's not looking convincing to go. Obviously, we broke into all-time highs, and it's not looking convincing that it's going to carry on at the moment and start obviously pushing higher and higher. Maybe it's looking like it might roll over a bit, which is going to take us with it, innit? But I do think probably maybe down and then up. I'm favouring a clean sort of sweep of obviously these local highs, so this one and this one.
Mm-hmm.
But really, I want to see a retest of here and potentially come and sweep up towards 99. But yeah, short term, I'd like to see this high get taken out. I'd like to see this high get taken out. But yeah, I want to see a retest of here to see if we've got enough momentum to push through the asks, or if they get potentially lifted. It's an ETH layer 2, apparently that Geno as well.
I know. I was just looking at their website actually, but I don't know. I mean, to be honest, this is the problem I have with a lot of this stuff. Is like, it's called like Gnosis Studios, and the opening paragraph on the website is accelerating an open future. We build innovative projects in payments, identity, and internet freedom, driving change and shaping the future of decentralized technology. And I mean, I vaguely know what they're talking about there, but would anybody else know?
Yeah.
If I was to show that to like my brother, he'd be like, I haven't a clue what that's about.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I sometimes worry about things that are like, I don't know, it's not obvious what they do, but there again, like we said before, does anything need to actually do anything these days? Because you can just have like fart coin, can't you? And that.
Well, that's it. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, I mean, I do like the memes. Yeah, I do very much like the memes. But yeah, I mean, that's potentially one in it. Is coming down and sort of retesting this bit here, this low time frame.
That's what you reckon, is
it? That's one scenario. The other scenario potentially is that we go up first, and then if we look on the heat map, as you can see, above that wick to the left, we've got a decent sort of chunk just on the 3-day time frame.
Yeah.
Potentially something like that, and then come back down, sweep it, clear it, and then come back down, maybe into here.
Did you vote in your own poll?
I didn't. No.
Are you going
to? Yeah. Do you know what I said? I don't think I can actually vote. No, I can't vote unless I pull it up on a different thing. I said yesterday that we go up, and obviously we went down first. So I'm going to remain with my bullish, my dumb bull attitude. I'm going to remain dumb bull, and I'm going to say up is what I'm going to say.
Okay.
So yeah, I think I don't know how high, but this at least sweeping this makes sense, even if we go on to go up or if we come back down. That's a nice chunk of liquidity above this high here.
Yeah. Is Ethereum still green on the 1 hour?
Let's have a look. That's on the 30-minute. It is, yes, it is.
Okay.
Yeah, it's still green. We've got 7 minutes as well, but yeah. What do you think, mate? Up or down? What are we saying?
I think up to about wherever I said when you were having a dump. Can't remember now.
Oh yeah.
So basically up a bit, and then after that, I'm not quite sure. It'll either break through and go a lot higher, or it'll come back down again. I'll probably go down.
Yeah, this is going to be a bit of a contagion risk today, though. I mean, this could seriously roll over, couldn't it? Which wouldn't be very fun. Could.
Yeah.
Could roll up. We're going red as well in the 1 hour. But we could roll over on SPX, which wouldn't be fun. So this is a bit of a risk to carry over into Bitcoin today. So yeah, well, let's see. Let's see what we get. But I'm gonna carry on being a dumb bull. Why not?
Okay. Well, have you got your bell poised?
I have, yeah, for in 5 minutes. What's going on in the meme sector? We've got Sundog up 8%. This thing is cooked, isn't it? But it's making a bit of a resurgence today, if you can call it a resurgence. A couple of 1 hour green candles. SPX 62 cents. We've got Pepe. I think Pepe took a beating yesterday, didn't it? I think Pepe took a beating into it, yeah, and it's come back into the channel as well. This high time frame diagonal channel that we've been watching on stream. Pengu, new lows. This thing just doesn't stop dumping, does it? This thing just doesn't stop dumping. Let's have a look at this.
That was the one that everyone got the airdrop, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So I think probably people hung on to it thinking it would maybe go up, and then it didn't. So they thought, "I'll sod that." And then
yeah, that's shocking, isn't it? It had a 90-day claim window, that as well. I sold mine on day one. Sold it on day one. Got Peanut. I actually think that I don't think Peanut actually looks that bad. You know, I'm actually starting to think it looks quite good. As long as it doesn't go lower, like we've talked about in terms of forming bases. As long as it doesn't go lower, which is, seems like an easy thing to say, but we want to see like a base form. So it's not just the case it doesn't go lower just for the sake of it. We want to see a base formed on it. But if it does stick within this zone,
right,
and obviously, demand comes in down here, risk reward on it is quite decent because, like it potentially forming a base after a severe downtrend. What else have we got? Got Brett. What's Brett doing? Nothing of interest, really, is it? Yeah. Maybe a little bit further to go on Brett. Down towards here, maybe.
How's actual Chippy looking?
Yeah, I don't know, actually.
Sort of. You can look at Chippy Solana.
873k market cap.
Okay. That's my buy zone, to be honest. So I should probably get some.
Yeah, we got Wiz saying a risk reward on it. Looks decent on Peanut. Got Desperados. Hi Dave, how are you, mate? Can you take a look at Ada? Just tuned in. I can do that for you, mate. I think streamers should not talk about meme coins anymore and ignore them. The death of the industry. Well, why would you ignore them? No point ignoring them, is there?
Not really. They'll probably go away if they're on.
It was the main. It was the main driver of returns this cycle. Utility coins, bar about a handful of them, have done absolutely nothing. Yeah. And when you see sentiment like that, the death of the industry and stuff like that, yeah, but you're gonna get scams, aren't you?
I mean, the last cycle, everyone was talking about NFTs, weren't they? And you had things like Carl the Moon. He paid like $1 million for this crypto punk that he thought looked like him or something, and like it's just a bloody JPEG, and everyone thought it was mad then, but then people were buying NFTs for like $1 million and then selling them for like $1.5 million, so no one talks about NFTs anymore, do they?
Yeah, they're not the death of the industry. I'll tell you what the death of the industry is VC coins. VC coins are the death of the industry, not meme coins. Yeah. I think I'd much rather be invested in a meme coin than a VC coin that's still got 80% to be unlocked. The pre-sale. Oh,
there you go.
There we go. Yeah, where you've got people in from seed round and pre-sale that are already like 200, 300, 400% up. And then it's got unlocks to come like every month for like 2 years, and you just get dumped on constantly. That's the death of the industry. Not obviously memes to an extent, because obviously the scams and stuff like that. But that's people's choice, in it, to buy them. That's people's choice. People have free will. You don't have to put your money into memes. You don't have to, or if you want to, you can put your money into Doge or other ones. Let's not forget that they've not brought the best return to cycle. Doge has done like a 6-7x. Pepe did like a 20x in a short space of time. That's just obviously, and then you do get obviously the shower of shit that comes with them. But that's people's choice. That's their own personal choice. No one's forcing people to invest in these pump fun coins or shitters or celebrity coins and that. But when you compare them to VC coins and stuff like that, I would argue that they're a better investment than VC coins.
I'm kind of making a point now, as if something's locked up or there's a vesting period or something, I'm just not interested, because I don't know, things change so quickly, and I'm just not interested in anything where I've got to wait a year for something to happen. I don't get involved at all.
Yeah, I just don't like the ones where they've got massive unlocks to come.
Yeah,
and that the people that are getting them token unlocks are already up like 100, 200x.
Yeah. Well, so far,
not so bad so far, is it? 96,500. Let's hope that this isn't pump and then dump.
Yeah.
Do make sure you drop a like on the stream, subscribe and follow, and do make sure if you want to trade any altcoins or Bitcoin today, make sure you click that link in the description. I'll put it in the chat now as well. But yeah, I do think that meme coins will have the reversal. They'll have the time in the sun again. A lot of them probably won't come back because there is just that much of a shower of shit out there, but they'll get replaced by new ones or other ones. Like, for instance, like Moodeng. I don't think I could see that. I can't see that one going back. You get some of them that just won't go back, but your Pepe's, your SPX, your Doge, ones like that. And then we'll have new ones emerge, won't we? We'll have new ones emerge as well.
Yeah, and it's funny. It's funny as well. I mean, a couple of years ago, if you were to talk about Doge, everyone would say, "No, it's just a meme coin. It's like has no utility. It's not worth anything." And like, it's not even considered a meme coin hardly now, is it? Doge.
Not really. No. Like, it obviously is the largest meme, but in terms of like it being like a complete meme,
I mean, it's not like a joke,
Yeah, no, it's like Yeah. I don't know. I think that the main thing is the scams in it.
Yeah.
It's the scams that are extracting liquidity and funds out of the market. Like the amount of billions. Paul Kovsky says, "Are you guys bullish for March?" I am, Paul. Yes.
Yeah, me too.
I am bullish going into March and April. And I think I would like to be out of the market.
Yeah, I am actually bullish for the next couple of months, I reckon.
Yeah.
And then I think we'll have a lull in the summer, and then we'll probably see the proper market high late this year or maybe next year. I don't know, but yeah, I don't think it's over at all. That's for sure.
No, but I'm bullish for March. We'll see what happens anyway. We'll see what happens.
Well, this is looking good so far, isn't it?
Yeah. It's looking good so far. I mean, Stonksy's caught a nice one on the 1 minute, but it can go very wrong very quickly, can't it? It can go. All it takes is one 1 minute candle really on Bitcoin, and the thing will just be completely rugged.
Yeah, I mean,
so far, going well. Yeah, going well for the open.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, I'm you know, things like the 3 minute on Stonksy, I'm not finding particularly useful in the current conditions. You know, it's just far too choppy. You know, I'm just looking for the hourly stuff really.
Yeah, it looks like we're coming up to grab this liquidity as well that we discussed. This liquidity up here that we was talking about.
So where was that?
Before the open. It's above this here, so above this high, so pretty like 97,100 between 100 and 200. Sort of in this block here.
Okay.
So yeah, let's see what happens. But it looks like it might be making its way up to there, or we might just get ultimate fuckery and just go boop. But as for SPX, if this can get a decent day, if the stock market can have a decent day, yeah, it'd be interesting. Now, an interesting question I want to put to the chat is, what do we think happens to the market if they go to Fort Knox and there's hardly any gold there, or there's like half the amount that there should be? What do we think firstly happens to the gold price? And what do you think happens in the knock-on effect to the stock market and Bitcoin? That is an interesting topic in it at the moment.
Oh God! So how would that work? Right. So there'd be a massive distrust in the US government generally. However, they'd probably see that as being positive for the current administration. The price of gold. It should be good for the price of gold, shouldn't it?
I don't know. Would it not be bad? I think it would be bad, wouldn't it?
I really don't know.
I feel like it'd be bad for the price of gold, wouldn't it? That the US owns no gold. Or hardly any gold. I do think I feel like it'd be really good for Bitcoin, though, wouldn't it? I feel like. I don't know actually, because we might get a stock market crash or dump or something. I don't know, but I feel like that would then inherently like just bolster exactly why Bitcoin's good in it, because that can't happen. Like, it's all traceable. And would that then lead to sort of, right, F this, let's go buy loads of Bitcoin? I don't know. Yeah, you are right, Pedita. The market doesn't like surprises or instability. It is true. The market does not like uncertainty.
That's true.
But it would be fascinating to see the reaction, wouldn't it? They
Right.
find
I
half
mean,
under the bed. They'll find half under all the Democrats' bed. That's where it'll be, Wiz. It'll be half under all Democrats' bed. It'll be half under Nancy Pelosi's bed. Elizabeth Warren, she'd probably have some under her bed as well.
yeah. I mean, to be honest, that I mean, ever since I've known about money or keeping money safe and stuff, the expression now it's built like Fort Knox and stuff. It's like an expression, isn't it, for something that is very, very secure. So if all of a sudden it's like, oh, actually someone's had it all, it's like, I don't know, it's almost destroying the sort of fundamental idea that's in everyone's head, isn't it? That there was a big pile of gold there. But
I think I think it's interesting. I mean, the fact it's not been audited in 50 years is quite astounding, really, isn't it? Because then sort of like if there is missing gold there, like how would you even go about finding out when it went and where it went to?
Yeah.
It'd be fascinating. But I think the impact on the gold price, the impact on the stock market, and obviously the impact on Bitcoin would be really interesting. But maybe are we getting that move that we talked about? Are we going to go down? I mean, to me, it would make sense. While we're already halfway there, it would make sense to come up and grab this liquidity and then dump down if that's what we're going to do.
Yeah.
We have got a nice pocket of liquidity up here at 97,161. So in here, it would make sense to grab that first and then dump if that's what we're going to do. Obviously, that would then trap some longs as well. So that is one possibility that we have. There's not really much movement on SPX. So, oh no, sorry, that's gold. There's not really much movement on SPX. We had a little push up at the start of open, and not much. But we haven't got much to go until obviously price discovery on this. So let's see what happens. Bitcoin, we're tailing off. We are basically, where did we open?
That SMCI is doing all right.
Here, yeah. So pretty much basically, is it?
Yeah, it's like 59.
Up or down, Dave? I would like to see it come up and at least take this liquidity before we go down. If we're going to go down, I would obviously like it to carry on to the upside, but there's a decent chunk of liquidity here. I mean, it'd be interesting to see if it just leaves it. If we leave it, where could we go? I mean, there's a big void. That's the thing. There's a big void. I just on a 3-day. Let's have a look on the 24-hour. Obviously, all the way down to 93 is where the main is. But even on the 24-hour, the main liquidity is to the upside, minus this chunk here. There's not really much, is there, until we get down into 95.5 downwards. So if we're going down, we've got this kind of a void here until we get to sort of like here downwards in terms of liquidity build-up.
Yeah.
It looks like Bitcoin, maybe Bitcoin's going to ruin all our day yet again. Maybe it's going to ruin everyone's day yet again. Got Crypto Pappy. Afternoon, boys. Afternoon to you, mate. They took it all in Die Hard 3. No. Which one was which? I can't remember. Die Hard 3. I can't remember what happens. I'm guessing it was about a gold robbery. I can't remember Die Hard 3. Maybe that would be quite funny, wouldn't it? But make sure you do drop a like on the stream if you've just joined. Subscribe and follow if you are over on X. Do make sure you give the Twitter a follow, and come over to the YouTube and subscribe. Show some support, and if you're looking to trade anything today, any altcoins, Bitcoin, whatever it may be, do make sure you click that first link in the description. And I've just put it in the chat as well. Sign up to BLOFIN, best non-KYC exchange out there. Wiz is saying that he's closed his SMCI runner at $60. So there you go, mate. Wiz has now closed his runner at $60.
Yeah, to be honest, I was actually going to say I might sign off in a minute, and I might do the same myself. Actually, yeah.
We are having the rug pulled out of us on Bitcoin now. The rug's being pulled from underneath us. So yeah, it looks like we're making the drop down through the liquidity void.
Okay.
Down towards potentially that level that Justin mentioned at 95k, the Asia low. So something to keep an eye on. But yeah, Stonksy caught nice little pump up into the US Open, and is getting the drop now. They had to do the puzzles. I can't remember it. I'd have to watch it. Hi, hello, Crypto Crackhead. How we doing? What a name that is. It's Crypto Crackhead. Fantastic. Brilliant. That is, in my words, mate, superb. Let's see what's going across the rest of the market anyway. Let's have a flick through. We've got ETH. I imagine everything has just got the same pattern, but let's see.
Mm-hmm.
Pump up and drop down. I imagine, yeah, pump up, drop down on XRP. Sol's back below 170. Big aggressive drop on Sol. It's quite really weak in it at the moment against Bitcoin. So yeah, BNB aggressive tail off as well. What we got going on Doge again, aggressive tail off. Stonksy's caught some lovely pushes up and drops down into US Open though. So again, you know, good example of trading the volatility, catching the move pre-market, then obviously, you know, first 5-10 minutes into US Open, and then yeah, the move that's come on afterwards. Ada, again, nice drop caught there. Got TRX, lovely Link. Yep, same story across the market really. Stonksy's caught the pumps and the drops. Got XLM. Litecoin strong still just shy of 4% up. Overall strength on that has been good of recent.
Mm-hmm.
What have we got? We've got Hype. What's Hype doing recently? Down at $23, so back below that. I think it's $24 mark. Yeah, is kind of the key level on Hype to the upside that it just can't seem to stay above. We've got Dot, not doing too badly. So if we look at Dot, did we get back inside? Are we back inside? No. So it's kind of still testing, isn't it? This. I don't even know if that's still valid anymore, to be honest. That might just be invalid. But obviously, we did have this falling wedge, and then we dropped out of it, and then it turned to resistance. And then to be fair, it is still, it's reclaimed it, and then it's still riding it, isn't it, on support? You know, held today as well. Mm-hmm. So it's kind of still riding it. I suppose you could say it's still valid, maybe. Could easily just watch for the upper bit, the upper trend line break on Dot. Paul wrong again. Lol. Yeah, wrong yesterday and today. Wiz is long on Hype from $21. Tau, yeah, still up nicely today. Still up nicely. Yeah, relative strength on Tau up 10%. Got Apt. Yeah, again, another one. Nice catch by Stonksy as well. So yeah, if you do want to sign up to Stonksy, obviously we've got the trading bot coming this week. You get full indicator access and Discord access. That's the second link in the description. Mm-hmm. So what are you doing on your SMCI, mate? Are you going to close it out?
Yeah, I'm going to hope it goes back up to $60 again, and I'll set a buy order, sell order there. I think.
Oh yeah.
Or it might just sell off. Might sell half of it. I'm not sure. But yeah, no, I should probably just close it and say that was good.
Decent. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's had another little push up on it.
Just trying to
today. It's up just shy of 3%. But yeah, whatever you decide to do, mate, well done on following Wiz. Oh, look at that. Wiz, do you remember this one that we were looking at? So this was the one that was up 40% yesterday. This is the one that just had like the extreme rug on it, weren't it? It just like had the extreme rug. It's gone even lower. It's down 99.99% of 98% from its high. I can't remember what Nikola Corporation, but it was up 40%. Yeah, it's just completely rugged again today, minus 40%. So yeah, that's where we're at anyway on the stocks that Wiz covered. And obviously, those of you that followed him on SMCI will have got a nice pump.
Yeah. I've got to be somewhere at 3, so I need to
let's
shoot
go
off.
and check. Yeah, no worries, mate. Big thank you for joining again. Always a pleasure.
Okay, so I'll say goodbye. Okay, so I'll say goodbye to everyone, and thanks for coming along. And hopefully see you over on my channel as well as this one. Do remember to subscribe to everything and like everything. All right.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, do make sure you click them links in the description to find Saber Crypto's YouTube channel and X. Or you can also go and just type on both platforms, Saber Crypto, and it'll come up. Do make sure you show him some love on his daily videos and tweets as well.
All right. See ya.
Thanks for joining.
See ya.
Mate, catch you next week. Yes, because hiding your face is exactly what builds confidence when buying a financial product. I'll be honest, I don't really care. I don't really care what you think at all. So yeah, don't watch the stream. Doesn't really bother me if you don't watch the stream at all. So yeah, doesn't bother me. People in the chat will tell you how good Stonksy is. If you don't want to buy it because I don't show my face, that's fine too. Yeah. TMG thinks up soon. They are trying to scare us. 41 AI thinks we're liquidity hunting. TMG went live again. So yeah, that's a question for TMG in the chat. LFG. So yes, do make sure you drop a like and subscribe. Got TMG saying Dave should hide his face. It's not important for you to know how he looks. He works for Stonksy and I own Stonksy and I'm public. There we go. There we go. So big up TMG with the nice answer to Crypto Crackhead there. Exactly. Exactly. Couldn't have put it better myself. There we go. Wolf Boy, you're trying to get verified on Stonksy Discord, but it's asking for a password. What password will I use? You will use the one that is given to you on email. So drop us an email. It's contact@stonksy.io, or you'll also find it on the website. And just say that you need a password. So we'll generate you a one-time password, and then you'll be able to enter from there. So yeah, just drop an email in. Have you just signed up? Oh, grumpy bum. What's next? A full disguise. You are one very salty man, aren't you? You are one salty man. Are you not having a good time in the market or something? Are you? You seem really salty. I'll tell you what. I'll do you a favor, and I'll just ban you. There we go. So salty man's gone now. Really salty. He doesn't seem to be having a good time in the market, does he? But yeah, there we go. Salty man's gone. I always find it funny when people come on and they say, well, why are you not showing your face? And then they just have a blank profile. So like they've just got like a blank profile too. It's quite funny that. But yeah, positive vibes only please people. That's it, innit? That's it. Wolf Boy, yeah, no worries. I'll if you drop an email in, I will get to it straight after the stream. He comments rude stuff. Yeah, he doesn't seem to be having a good life, does he? He seems to be very, very salty about something. I'm really, really unhappy. So I think he's probably trying to take it out on everyone else that he's not too happy with himself. So yeah, there we go. But you'll always get people like that, won't you? You'll get these type of people no matter what you're doing, no matter where you are. And especially online when someone can just type anything that they want. You'll get these people. But I mean, yeah, if he's got a fully doxed account on Twitter or something, it's funny, why do you not just post that in? And we can see what you look like as well. But they probably won't do that, will they? No, I have signed up, but I went into the Discord. Looks like so if you've not been into the Discord before, you do need a one-time password to get in, Wolfboy. So just drop an email in, and I'll sort that out for you. Probably the crack that's done that to him. Probably is, yeah, it probably is. So we got some advice from TMGA saying, I would say to anybody starting making content in crypto, hide your identity because people watch and you have no idea who and if they want to rob you. In the UK, they tried to rob me, and since then. Exactly, and that's it. Yeah, that's what these people don't understand, and they come on and be like, oh, why are you not showing your face? Why are you not showing your face? And stuff like that. But, you don't understand like what it opens you up to. Once you're out there, aren't you? You can't take that back. If I didn't want to come in here, and come on stream and stuff, I wouldn't. But I come on here to obviously, chat with you guys for a couple of hours a day, look at the market, see what's going on, and we have a good time. And then you do just get some salty people coming in. But yeah, TMG is completely right. There's some mean and nasty and quite dangerous people out in the world as well. So as soon as you fully dox yourself, that's it. Then innit? You're out there and you sort of leave yourself open. You're too handsome and will intimidate the rest of us. You're too kind, mate. You're too kind. The energy vampires, they are. That's exactly what it is. That's why I wear a wizard outfit. Says Wiz, my magic doesn't extend to teleportation. That's right. And TMG is saying that the Rolex draw is whenever he next streams. He's traveling at the moment. Just to sum it up, the creator of Bitcoin is anonymous. So what can we say about our? Well, that's it, isn't it? That's a good. You know what? That's a good point. I've never thought about that. Is it? I've never thought about that. Is people that coming in and saying, "Well, why are you anonymous?" No. Well, the guy who started this whole industry off is an anonymous character, isn't he? So that's what, ICT. That's a really good point that you made there as well. The person or group of people that started this whole industry off with creating Bitcoin is an anonymous character and holds over 1 million coins, and then we come in and play the game, don't we? And yet me coming on stream and showing you guys Stonksy is a apparent issue. Very strange. Is bot ready? Pretty much, yeah. It's pretty much ready for release this week, yeah. So yeah, it's coming this weekend, Esto. There's no real characters anymore. Yeah, real characters. Yeah, we need some real characters, don't we? Can you look at the Sonic chart? Yeah, let's look at the Sonic chart. The Sonic chart's looking good. The Sonic chart is looking really good. As you can see, Stonksy's caught a lovely little pump here from Monday onwards. So that's a nice little 2-day catch on Stonksy there. Superb movement. And then obviously it got the other one as well that kick-started all this upside action from down here all the way up to up here. But in terms of Sonic overall, it's looking really good now after looking like it's bottomed out. So obviously this is when it changed over from FTM and it changed tickers, sold off. Looks like it's located a solid bottom and has built a strong rally from there. So, I mean, in terms of what comes next, obviously we want to see, a retest of this range here, of obviously where it found resistance on launch, and then we'll know then. So, for instance, like come up here and then either break out and obviously go into price discovery, or come in here, reject, and then maybe retrace, down to somewhere and then have another go. So yeah, in terms of Sonic, because of obviously there's not really much to go off from here upwards until we obviously reach this point up here. Dave, discuss it for Friday. Yeah, that's true. Satoshi is Jack Dorsey. So you think Jack Dorsey is Satoshi, do you? Interesting. Who does that? That's a discussion topic for Friday. We'll all bring your Wiz will be on the stream on Friday. All bring your estimations for who you think Satoshi is. What is your favorite soup? I do really like tomato and red pepper. Love tomato and red pepper soup. Or I would say French onion. French onion's really good. Yours is mushroom. Alphabet. Hey mate, what's your opinion on ETH price volatility towards 3K? So ETH's really look at. So if we pull up ETH, so at the moment, obviously we're kind of like wedged in this symmetrical triangle. So it's coming to a compression point. So either we'll break up or down eventually, but it could even compress even more potentially into next week before it breaks out. But pretty much, obviously, from this direction, whichever way it breaks, we'll know. Obviously, it'll be catalyzed by Bitcoin as well. So, good time on Bitcoin, and it'll obviously help it break out. Bad time on Bitcoin, and we could even break downwards. But if we zoom out to what we're talking about here, pretty much the easiest thing to look at is this. So we have some key levels. Let me just turn Stonksy off for a second. We got some key levels on ETH. So obviously to the upside, we want to reclaim this. So we want to reclaim this. We want to reclaim this zone to then push up. Now, around here is massive amounts of liquidity on ETH. So there's a massive chunk of liquidity up here. So that would be above, upon reclaiming this zone as support and closing back inside. The next target after that would be heading up towards this big chunk of liquidity. That's at 3,500. Obviously, it needs to break out of here first to do that. But in terms of that, so we'd have to obviously break out of here, head up towards there, reclaim it. And then obviously after that, then we'd be heading up there. To the downside, obviously, we'd come down. If we break to the downside, we'll retest this. We could then theoretically retest this as well. I think this is pretty comfy as holding as support, I believe. Even if we get a real big crash on Bitcoin and the market, I think even if it dumps back down to here, 2,300-ish is pretty solid support for ETH. I wouldn't see it breaking below there. And that's pretty much it. Until we get, obviously resolution of this compression that we've got going on at the moment, and interact with one of these zones. You think TMG is the real Satoshi? High point of us this year. The high point of this year was when TMG fell asleep on stream. Is that Perdita from CSC Discord? Adam Back or Hal Finney? But ideally, we'll never know. I don't think we'll know anyway, to be honest. Oh yeah, you two are having a nice little discussion, aren't you? There. $41A things. I think we keep hitting 93K until March, then break out. Potentially, mate. Yeah, potentially. This consolidation that we've got going on. Yeah, we could definitely. I mean, the thing is as well is that these went on. So particularly, This one, where is it? Date range. So this one, went on for like 215 days or over 200 days anyway, give or take a few days from where I've measured it there. Then this one did the same, like 240 days or whatever it was. These went on for ages. These ones. This one was quite short. Now we're already. So this one went on for like 66 days or something like that. So we're already well over the length of this one. This has been the shortest consolidation so far. But from the point, let's take, what should we take? Let's take, I suppose, what should we take? Let's take this one here. We're currently at 90 days. If you take this one, obviously you could extend it to maybe like this one here, if you wanted to, and that would put it at 99 days if you wanted to take this on. I haven't took it from there because obviously we've not reached the lows down here again since, but you could easily take it from down there if you wanted to, but we'll just take it from there. So yeah, we're at the third longest consolidation so far. So there's nothing to suggest that it has to end soon. I just think it'll probably end in March, like you say. But out of all of it, this is definitely the most boring time. I mean, if we go and look at the previous consolidation, we had a few days, like say here, where it was flat, here, obviously flat. You do get these spells, but I think in terms of the past couple of consolidations that we've had, this period of the last 2 weeks is probably one of the worst in terms of just boring, mundane price action. I don't see anything on here that is as worse as it has been the last 2 weeks for just lack of volatility. If we go and have a look again here, this bit was pretty bad, weren't it? This one was pretty bad. This was bad as well, but obviously we had this big spike here and then back down. This was obviously you can see by the candle formation that this was real lack of volatility as well. Isn't it crazy that was 25k all the way back then? So yeah, you have to go back like a year and a half, I think, before from when we've seen compression and just mundane price action as bad as we've got it right now in terms of a 2 week plus spell. So yeah, we'll see what happens, but no doubt eventually it will break out or break down, I suppose, one way or another. Wait to test if it's really. You two are loving it, aren't you? You two are loving it. Crypto Bro and Perdita, you need to hit each other up in the DMs. Seems like you've got a bit of a bromance going on. Like long lost friends. But yeah, we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens over the next, the coming weeks. But yeah, do make sure you drop a like on the stream, subscribe and follow. Got more videos coming out on the Stonksy channel as well now. Just filmed one today, actually, before the coming on the Stonksy channel. Obviously, I'm back to streaming as usual now after taking a few days off. So make sure, like the stream, subscribe. And do make sure you click the first link in the description. I'll put it in the chat again. Sign up to BLOFIN, the best non-KYC exchange in the industry for trading Bitcoin and altcoins. And if you just want somewhere safe to hold your funds on as well. And obviously, yeah, look forward to those of you that are signed up to Stonksy for getting access to the bot this week. And yeah, if you want access to that link is in the description as well. Second link. Full indicator access, Discord access, and bot access now as well. So yeah, big thank you to everyone who's joined. Done a nice little long stream today, just shy of 2.5 hours. Enjoy the rest of your day, and we'll be back tomorrow, usual time, to see what's going on in the market, if anything. Until then, peace out.